Solve for x using factoring. So when I have an x squared and an x, then I either have to factor or use quadratic formula. Well, I'm telling you, use factoring on this one. So either one will work on these, but I just want you to use factoring. Remember, when we're factoring, you're always looking for a common factor first. Anything in common? Yeah, an x. Zero product property tells you that if I have two numbers that multiply together to be 0, one of them has to be 0. So if this one's 0, x equals 0, well, it's 0. Or x minus 5 equals 0. So that's x equals, add 5 to the other side, 5. So those are my two answers that work. If I plugged them in, 0 and 0, 0 minus 0 would be 0. 5, 25 minus, plug in the 5 there, 25. 25 minus 25 is 0. See how it works? But to use the zero product property, you always have to have it equal to 0. So it's x squared minus 3x minus 28 equals 0. So then I factor it. This is the quick, easy factoring. Minus 7 and plus 4. Two numbers multiply together to be that guy, add together to be that guy. So then I have x equals, how do I make that one a 0? What x makes it 0? Well, 7. Or what x makes that guy 0? Negative 4. This one's a little harder to factor. If you struggle on factoring, then I always advise you to use a generic rectangle. Some people can just see it, x, knowing those two multiply together to be that guy, and these two multiply together to be this guy, so 1 and 1. But if you're struggling with it, you go x squared, 1, two numbers multiply together to be 2x squared, and add together to be 3x. Well, that's just 2x and 1x. Common factor is 2x. X, 2x times what is 2x plus 1. X times what is x. So I get the same thing. Now, zero product property tells me one of these has to be 0. So if 2x plus 1 equals 0, then I would solve it. I'd subtract 1 and divide by the 2. And that would give me x. That's one of the answers. And the other one would be x plus 1 equals 0. So subtract 1, so that's x equals negative 1. So there's my two answers. Now I'm going to give you a couple. You hit pause, try these, and then I'll show you the solution. So hit pause right now, and you should hit play, and you're back. Check them. Remember, you have to get it equal to 0 before you can use the zero product property and factor. Alright, so here's the next one. If you need more time, just hit pause. Okay, hit pause now, and we're back. And checking them. A lot of people make the mistake that they don't read the directions. If it says solve for x, then you have to have x equals. If it says factor, just factor, show me the factors of this, it would just be that part. But it said solve for x, so you're solving for x. You have to have the x equals. Alright, don't forget to bring this with you so that you can take the